Okay, I'm going to start lesson. So today we are going to be looking at conversion for distance. Not sure whether you guys have learned this in school, okay, but I think even if you have not learned in school, by now you should know that when we measure distance, okay, usually we measure distance in three types of units, okay, meters, kilometers, and centimeters. So I'm just going to write it down very quickly here. We have cm, which is centimeters. Let me check the spelling. Yeah, I give you guys. Okay. Uh, Sorry, I just need to change the spelling. Okay, so this is the shortest form of measurement that you guys should be familiar with. So usually when we measure in centimeters, we use the ruler that you guys should I should be familiar with. So for the ruler, you see that it's from 0 cm all the way to 15 cm. 15 cm. So if you flip to the other side, on the other end of the ruler, right? This is measuring in centimeter. You see another measurement that they label tenth. All right. Now, tenth is actually measuring in inches. INCHES. So usually for inches, we don't really measure in inches in Singapore. Okay. Generally, definitely it is not within your mathematical syllabus at the primary school level. So you don't need to know what is the conversion for inches to cm, so on and so forth. Okay. So we need to know cm, centimeters, m, which is meters, and we also have km, which is kilometers. Hope I got the spelling correct. Sorry. Let me check in on that again. Yes. Correct. Okay. All right. So what is the conversion like? All right. So for centimeters to meters, okay, 1 meter, take note, is 100 cm. Okay. So 1 meter is 100 cm. All right. And for meters to kilometers, 1 km is 1,000 meters. So these are the two very important things that you need to remember today. The conversion from cm to meters, vice versa, and from km to meters and vice versa. Okay, so most of our questions today will be based on this conversion. Without further ado, let's jump into question 1. This is not a difficult question, so take a look. How do we convert 7 meters 8 cm to centimeters only? So as you can see here, 7 meters, I need to convert 7 meters into cm. This is okay, I can leave it as it is. So let's focus on 7 meters. If you recall just now, I'll just write it here. 1 meter is 100 cm. Right? So 7 meters will literally be times 7. So 100 times 7 is 700 cm. Now remember, you need to add the two together. Okay, so you get 708 cm. Okay, for the next question, once again, if you look here, this is in cm. I'll keep it as it is. I'll focus on 6 meters. So 6 meters, if I convert it to cm, will be 6 times 100. So this is 600 cm. Now I need to add the two together. So 600 cm plus 88 cm. All right, this gives me 688 cm. All right. Okay, now let's look at the next one, 91 meters. 7 cm is good. I'll leave it as it is. I don't need to convert anything. 91 meters. So 1 meter is 100 cm. 91 meters is 91 times 100. So whenever I times a number with zeros, for example, 10, 100,000, I just keep this number as it is. I add in the zeros. So this is the answer. Remember to add it up. All right, so my answer is 9107. All right. So as you can see, the answers are similar. Okay, moving on. Now we are looking at the conversion between kilometers and meters. 1 km is 1,000 meters. Okay, please remember this important piece of information. So for 4 km, all I need to do is times 4 to this amount. 4 times 1,000 is 4. I add in the 3 zeros. So it's 4,000 meters. Okay, let's look at 5,000 meters. Okay, so if you were to look, 1,000 meter is 1 km, right? So if we have 5,000 meters, look, it's exactly the same, 3 zeros. Only thing that changes is the digit 5 here. So what we can conclude, okay, or figure out is that from 1,000 to 5,000, I times 5. So it's 5 times of 1,000 meters. So 5,000 meters will be 1 km times 5. Times 5 on the left, times 5 on the right, 5 km. Okay? All right, let's try this conversion. So I'll just write this down for easy reference. 3,003 meters. 3 meters, I'll keep it as it is. So you'll notice that there's 3,000 here. Correct? So 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3 zeros, 3 km. Okay? So 75, I'll keep it as 75 meters. You realize that I have another 2,000 meters, which is 2 km. 8,694 meters. So you'll realize that all these can be kept as meters, okay? But I still have another 8,000 meters. So 8,000 meters can be converted to 8 km. All right, now let's look at this question. What is the distance between Benjamin's house to the hospital? Take note, my answers need to be in kilometers and meters. So look at the picture. From Benjamin's house to the hospital, you see that it is simply 2,459 meters. So you don't need to do any addition or subtraction. All you need to do is convert 2,459 meters into kilometers and meters. We did this just now. So out of the 2,459 meters, this is the portion that I can keep in meter form. So you will realize that I still have another 2,000 meters, which I will convert to km, 2 km. So the answer is 2 km, 459 meters. All right, next question. We have a ribbon that was cut into 2 pieces. What was the original length of the mirror, of the ribbon? And I want my answer in meters and centimeters. So we want to find the original length, which means I need to add these two numbers together. I need to add piece A and piece B together. Okay? So the total length is piece A, 71 cm, plus piece B, 133 cm. So very quickly, I'll write my working here. 204 cm. Now take note, I just want you guys to know something. In the exam, okay, some of my students, I realize when they're practicing their work or doing questions, they only write this. They don't bother writing out this section. Now, this is known as your equation, right? This is known as your working. In the exam for your open-ended, for your section C, the examiner needs to see both the equation and the working to give you the marks. If you only write the working, the examiner will not give you any marks. You need to have the equation. So please remember, even when you're practicing your day-to-day work, write out the equation, okay? And then find some space on the right, keep your paper neat and tidy, write the working on the right-hand side column. Okay, so please always remember to present your answer with all the equations that are needed. Okay, so the total length is 204 cm. Can I stop there? If you look at the question, it says this. So this is only in cm. I must further convert it. So you will realize that 2 cm, what am I talking about? Sorry. 204 cm can be converted into 2 meters and 4 cm. So my answer is as such. Okay? All right, let's move on to question 6. Dylan cycled this distance. Ahmad cycled much more. He cycled this distance. We are asked to find the difference in, once again, take note how you need your answer to be presented. So question is asking for difference. Now we minus. Always take the larger number minus the smaller number. So we take Ahmad minus Dylan. So once again, my equation, I write difference. I start off with Ahmad's cycle distance, 2 km, 30 meters, minus how much Dylan cycled. You will realize that I am not able to subtract. Why? Because my units are different, which means I need to convert this into meters only. Okay? So how do I do that? We did this earlier just now. 2 km is 2,000 meters. I keep the 30 meters here. So it's 2030 meters minus 670 meters. You realize now that my units are all the same. I can subtract it nicely. So 2030 minus 670. 1190 minus 6. Okay, so answer 1360. Do I stop here? What do you all think? Very good. You should have noticed this. My answer is only in meters. I need to convert it one more time back into kilometers and meters. So 1,360 meters. I will keep this as it is. 1,000 meters. If you recall, 1,000 meters is 1 km. So this is my answer. Okay? All right, next question. The height of a block of flats is this height. It is taller than a shopping mall that is this height. What is the total height of the two buildings? Once again, in meters and centimeters. So when I want to find total, what I should do is I should add it up. Plus 5 meters, 57 cm. Okay? So I am not very comfortable adding like that. I would prefer, okay, I would recommend my students to actually change everything to cm first.